Today I wanted to show the ornaments that I have for this year's Christmas collection. And just to clarify, I do have more Christmas journals coming later on this month. There will be larger junk journals. These are just the ornaments, and this year there's only 10. So these are usable little mini journals that you can actually fill up with stuff, but you can also hang them up on your Christmas tree every year, and they are like an ornament for your tree, which becomes a really special keepsake at Christmas time. So the first lot of ornament journals I made one for myself, and this is my little ornament journal that I hang up on my Christmas tree. And you can see there's a little bit of a difference between the original ones that I made 2 years ago and the ones that I've made this year. So the ones that I made this year are just a little bit bigger. They also have more pages and some page differences. They have a wider spine, but they still have a lot of the same elements as well. So they still have the little fabric ruffles, they still have the key tie closure, they still have a velvet hanging cord, and they also have some little charms. So these ornaments are designed to replicate the types of journals that I usually make. They have got the usual window cover feature, they've got some gold embossing, they've got the signature charms. So to show you side by side, you can see that the newer version this year are a little bit bigger. They're also a little bit more hardcover. I've used some thicker, denser, harder materials to build the covers. So these ones have a slight bit more flex in them. They're a tiny bit lighter. These ones are a tiny bit heavier. So that's kind of the difference. They do have the same size window. They have similar or the same images that I've used the last few years. And they all have some lovely little charms. These new ones also have more than 2 times as many pages inside them. And the pages have been made a little bit differently. So previously I used just plain craft paper, and I did this fold which created these little pocket pages. So each page can kind of act as a pocket, but they're just plain craft papers with some ruffles. There was also a little bit of sewing on some of them and some little vintage stamps. So I wanted to just show you the original because it kind of acts as like a prototype, and it shows you the differences to the previous years. I feel like this year these journals are like kind of the new and improved version, if I may. I suppose this being the 3rd year that I've made the ornaments, I've just been able to make little natural like improvements and changes just because I've had the practice. So before I show you the details of each ornament, I also wanted to show you the differences on the inside pages. All of the ornaments this year have the same lining paper, which is this plaid paper in the front and the back. They all have eyelets on the front and the back cover for you to thread the closure through. Then for the pages inside, I have stitched 5 signatures, and the signatures this year are made up of mostly this cream colored paper, but also some craft paper and also some patterned paper. So to form each signature, the outside page or the first page in the signature is craft, then the following pages are cream, and then the middle page is a Christmas scrapbook paper or patterned paper. So there's a bit more variety in the pages themselves, and there is more than twice as many pages in here as there is in the previous versions. Another very small difference is I've used this slim velvet cord to hang the ornaments this year. So previously I used a thicker velvet ribbon like this, and they'll either be in red or in this blue color. So I'm just going to give you a quick little close-up of each ornament. And if you're wondering, before I forget, the ornaments this year measure about 3 inches wide by almost 5 inches tall. So as I said, a little bit bigger. It's still small enough to hang on your Christmas tree. Each of the little journal ornaments in this collection also has a little bit of hand-painted designs. So this one has this kind of red and gold ribbon design here. And then it also has a little bow on the back. I've also used this really sweet little image of little girl under the Christmas tree. So let me give you a little close-up of the charms that you'll find. Beautiful little beads and little buttons. This is a metal piece here. And then again, I probably won't like give you a flip through inside all of these. I'll just give you a glimpse at the trims and the cover. And I did include just one little vintage Christmas stamp in each of these because I only had a few left. So there is that one. Next we have this light blue book with this cute little girl putting a star on the tree. We've got some gold embossing around the window, and then I've done this little red sort of ribbon design which carries through to the spine. This one has a little blue hanging cord and then lots of beautiful little beads and charms and buttons. Then again inside, all of the same type of pages and lining, so you'll find pretty much the same thing in each, just a little variation of patterns and colours. So there's that one. Next we have this little pink one with the blue details. So a little bow painted on the front. This one also has little blue eyelets and some blue binding thread with some really pretty little buttons and charms. And we've got some beautiful little ruffles and just all the same sorts of things inside as well. And I did forget to mention, I stitched a few little strips of patterned paper on just a few of the pages in these books, so you can just tuck something inside. Next we have this red one. This red one is the only red one in this collection this year. Having only done 10, I wanted to try and make sure I was representing lots of different Christmas colour schemes, and red, I probably could have done another red, but we ended up with just one red this year. So this one has white painted bows and this pretty little design, and then a little white bow on the spine as well. I've stitched the signatures with this deep green coloured cord, and then the little tie to hang it on the tree is blue, just to contrast with that beautiful red. And here's a look at the beautiful little beads and charms for this book. Again, same thing with the pages, beautiful sparkly little ruffles that just catch the light so pretty when it's hanging up on your Christmas tree. So there's that one. Next we have another little pink one. The pink ornaments are always really popular in the previous collections. So there's two pink ones. This one also has a beautiful blue bow on both the spine and on the front, and this sweet little image of the children around the Christmas tree. Then another little blue cord to hang it from the tree, and beautiful little array of beads in pinks and blues. Sweet little Christmas charms. And then again, beautiful textures in the ruffles and some really pretty little patterns and simple pages that you can fill up each year. So there's that one. Next we have a navy blue. This one has the image of Santa in the window, and it's got some little red details on both the front and on the spine. This one hangs on a red ribbon which complements Santa's outfit very well. And then here's a look at the beautiful little dangles, and then the lovely little ruffles that hang out the side. Next we have this little brown one with the snowman. This snowman image is also usually quite popular. It's very sweet. And then we've got the gold embossing around the window. And for this one I use this yellow thread, which I think complements with the gold and the brown really well. And we've just got a little white bow on the spine, red ribbon to hang it, and then some sweet little charms and buttons and beads. And a quick little look at the ruffles and the pages. Next we have another little green ornament. I really love this one. This one could be my favorite in the collection, I don't know. But one of the reasons why I really like this one is just the color scheme and also the hand painted details. Paper chain bunting that I painted in red and white. I think that looks really pretty. And then we've got the Santa sleigh, and obviously I love this image because I've also used it on my own a few years ago. Then on the spine there's a little white bow, and for the charms I've incorporated like reds and whites and pinks, and I think the charms just look really pretty as well. There's a little red cord to hang it on the tree, and then the ruffles out the side of the book. Next we have a mint coloured one. This one has a cute little image of the child with their puppy and present, and then I've just done some little red bows. and a little bit of red detail on the spine as well. The little hanging cord is also red, and then again we've got a nice little selection, little charms and beads and buttons that I think look really pretty and magical. Then beautiful little ruffles and trims and lots of nice simple little pages to fill up. So there's that one, and then the last one is another blue one. This one's like a nice vibrant blue, sort of a similar color to mine, a little bit more vibrant I would say. So this one has Santa or Saint Nick and a little child, and then we've got some gold details and two little red bows on the spine. This one also has a red little ribbon to hang it from the tree, and then again a beautiful little selection of charms. And there's the inside pages. So that is the collection. I'm going to end this video with some close-up shots of the ornaments because there's a few noises happening in my street right now, which makes it kind of hard to film this video. So I'm just going to put those shots in at the end with some music. Make sure you check out the description box if you have any questions about where you can purchase one of these ornaments. All of the details will be listed there. I would love if you leave me a comment on this video of which ornament is your favorite and why it's your favorite. I would love if you would leave a thumbs up on this video as well. I would appreciate that so much. And yeah, I hope you're all doing really well, and I will see you again soon in my next video.